Hello and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Last episode we did quite a bit. We assembled our character, woke up in Good Springs, went down to Primm, and resurrected Eddie. So today we are going to be putting on our leather armor and motorcycle helmet. And we are going to be taking down the bandits in Primm. I think the Bison Steve Hotel either actually does exist, or it's based very closely on an already existing hotel. I don't know why I grabbed that paperweight, but whatever. Oh, no time to sneak and attack. Thankfully, Eddie is there to ensure my safety. Got some dynamite, long fuse dynamite. Pick up the varmint rifle in case we need a repair. Yeah, let's see if I can quickly take out the, where is it? Silence 22 pistol. Alright, Eddie, you do it your way. I guess that is one downside of Eddie, is there's no real way to sneak up on people. Three out of 7. Let's see. EAI. Let's Jesus a bit. So you do have to wait for it to rewind the accounts, or whatever that RWED means. But you do get another one. So what I'd like to do first, or what you should do first, is choose an ing one, and if there's 3 correct, it's a very good chance it's an ing. But since there's only 2 out of 7, that means it's not an ing. There we go. I'll actually be perfectly frank, I had a bit of a dumbass moment. I was looking for 3 matches and not just 2. It's a lunchbox. Might as well grab that for fun. Med-X, can always use that. Rad-X. Some bottle caps. Wonder why the people of Primm don't seem to use this hotel. Like, all things considered, it seems like a pretty good place to hole up in. Yeah, it's a bit dirty, but they can obviously clean it. It's not for that one. I think I remember where the key belongs to, but not entirely sure. Oh, here we go. Nope. And I can't even get in that one. Oh. The first parts of the game can be pretty slow, especially when you're low on resources, so you're kind of scavenging around, seeing absolutely everything. because everything will help. Usually how I handle this is I go in from over here. Oh, that's a maintenance door. And slowly creep around, because there will be someone right there. Yeah, you sit down. Let's see if we can, yeah, fuck you, Eddie. Oh, might as well get out the good stuff. Also, in case Deputy Beagle here dies. Oh no, that is saves coming. It's in case the game fucking crashes. This guy usually has a flamer they tax us with. So I don't know why he's not using that on us here. Decided to run over with a tire iron when he can shoot fire at us, whereas he's stupid. Sometimes I like to approach from here and toss dynamite inside, which is also a pretty fun thing to do. Though my character isn't built towards explosives, and if you toss dynamite at the guy patrolling in there, you risk killing Deputy Beagle. They're in a fucking hotel and they're sleeping right here. The absolute state of wastelanders. Let's eat some food to replenish myself. Grab some sunset sarsaparilla.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb.
You must be Deputy Beagle.
Why, yes I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'd be most appreciative if you'd set me free.
Here. I hear you may have information on some cons that came through here with a guy in a checkered suit.
Indeed I do, good sir. I would be thrilled to share that information with you as soon as I am released from captivity.
Set you free now?
Oh, that's just marvelous. I think I'll be making my way outside now. The air's a little close.
If you try to run away instead of fighting at my side, I'll kill you myself.
Oh, why, of course. I'd never let you fight my kidnappers with my help, but without it. You lead the way.
See, he was reaching for the knife. That's why I shot him, to protect myself. Oh wow, it's fucking... Actually, 8 caps ain't bad for literally no weight. Actually, I think it has like the smallest modicum of weight, even at 0.0. I don't know. Probably just making up shit at this point. Finally get Nuka-Cola in this game. It's more of an Eastern drink according to Fallout lore. Oh, you're actually coming along with me, alright. Well, kinda need you, cause Yeah, wow, it's literally right in front of you, dude.
You like that?
Is he dead again?
Had enough?
Now you done dying.
If we were to miss a convict or two in here, who'd know the difference?
Okay. Gonna put this up to 30. Bump this up to 30. Bump this up to 10. And put the rest in science. And in New Vegas you get a perk every other level, and not every level like in Fallout 4 or I think Fallout 3 as well. Let's refresh ourselves with some water and a little bit of Nuka-Cola. Nuka-Cola and sarsaparilla are pretty nice because you get bottle caps for every one you use, and with sarsaparilla there's a small chance that you can get a star bottle cap, though it's very, very small. Go ahead and check all the rooms down here first before heading up. I would say that Fallout 4 has tremendously improved the combat. Like, it made the game a better action game, but it just took so much away from the RPG elements that made Fallout so great in the first place. Like, Fallout New Vegas with the gunplay and character creation of Fallout 4 would be phenomenal. I don't think I explained lockpicking yet. You're supposed to rotate the bobby pin and then turn the lock, and if there's a little bit of stutter or it's budging a bit, that means that the pin will break if you continue to force it. So you need to be real careful, and there's like a certain area around the circle that you can rotate the pin in where it won't break, and it'll just unlock whatever you're trying to get into. The harder the lockpick, the smaller that area is, and the easier it is to break your bobby pin. Take your iguana on a stick. I think in Fallout 4 there's a quest related to iguanas on a stick, where it turns out it's actually made of people. It's a ransom note. See that actually? Mr. Peterson, if you want to see your wife alive again, bring the cash in small unmarked bills to the Bison Steve on Tuesday. Alright. So somewhere there should be like a stash of unmarked bills. Assuming that's what it's trying to imply. It's a bunch of pre-war money. That could be it. Some psycho suitcase with jet. Man, someone was living the good life. Though why would there be jet in a suitcase in a hotel that likely hasn't been visited by anyone since the Great War, if jet was a product after the Great War? You have some medics. Oh, excuse me, sir. I'm sorry. Here. Good as new. Come on, friend. Psycho medics. This is a guy who accepted his fate. Probably begrudgingly, but you know, he was having a better time than most people when the bombs fell, I would imagine. So now that we're done prospecting down there, I'll grab this just in case I want to wear it somewhere. Gonna head upstairs and do pretty much the same. Have a bobby pin. Those are always useful, because there, that's an example of one breaking. So even though it's an easy lock, it can still break. Better to have more than less, especially since they don't weigh anything. Ah, here's the good stuff. Grab the cowboy repeater too. This must be where the convicts came from. Got some whiskey, got some psycho, got some more psycho. You only finished one whiskey. And since I'm able to grab these psychos, that must mean he didn't even use those. I'll admit it'll probably be difficult to fix this part of the hotel, but not all the rooms are like that. They could probably, you know, rip off these boards here and make use of what's behind them. I do find funny that even in civilized areas where people have set their roots and formed their own little towns, there's a bunch of places where it's boarded up and no one has thought to try to rip the boards off and make use of what's in there. So we're going to take Beagle back to where he came from, unless I can use this. Nope. Take him back and continue our adventure.
Howdy, partner.
I can finally use this science. Scan your data registry. You've been hacked.
Well, look at that. I happened across this data file locked away in an isolated subsystem.
And I do like the fact that the dialogue for what you say when you can't pass the speech check is different than what you say when you do pass it.
Hey, youngster.
Oh, he's useless. Wait, is Beagle not even inside? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? I went through all this trouble to save your bacon and you're out here shooting on some guy having a little fun on the roller coaster.
Well, that was quite an adventure. Breaking myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course, but it was quite thrilling. Problem is, there's still no law in Primm. What are we to do the next time ruffians menace us and hold us hostage?
Can you tell me about the man in the checkered suit who came through here?
Ah, yes. My memory is much clearer now that I'm free from my bondage. I was performing recon, gathering information on some of the powder gangers, when some great cons arrived with your friend in the suit. They were talking about some delivery they took from a courier. I assume that was you? They said they'd be heading through Nipton to Novac to meet a contact there.
See if the convict fell off from the roller coaster, because sometimes that happens when you shoot them up here. But doesn't look like it, and I doubt he has anything of particular value that we'd go through all of this horse crap just to get. Actually, there's a mission we can do real quick if we talk to him again.
Hello again. I don't suppose you've decided to help Primm find its next sheriff?
What are the qualifications for a sheriff?
It should be someone brave like you, but more of a homebody. Someone who'll settle down and watch over us. I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. He may be a good choice. Also, with the NCR so close by, you may be able to get them to take over the town. Not sure why they haven't helped out already.
I'll help bring law and order back to Primm.
You will? That's just marvelous. I'll start thinking up questions for the interview. The sheriff that was incarcerated up at NCRCF may be a good choice. You also may be able to convince that NCR guy across the road to take the town under his wing. Although martial law doesn't sound so fun.
Oh, don't worry, I have an easier option. You have a high enough science skill. You can go to the robot Primm Slim
Howdy.
and reprogram him to be a sheriff. Where is he? How the hell do I lose a giant robot like this?
Howdy, partner. Any luck tracking down Vance's gun?
I haven't found the gun.
Dang it. I hope you'll keep looking.
Science 30, reprogram Primm Slim to serve as Primm's sheriff.
Law enforcement protocols reinstated, partner. Initializing use of force authorization. Authorization found. Yeah!
Goodbye. And here's a corrupted memory. Male, is it still in there? Female, yep, it's here, Sam. Male, well, hot damn. Let's grab it and go. Primm Slim, howdy, partners. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Male, can you shut up that thing? Can you shut that thing up, Pauline? Female, sure thing, honey. You grab the gun and we'll get going. Primm Slim, please do not touch the exhibits. Female, I almost got it. I wiped the memory file as well. Male, okay, let's get going. I'm going to stick this bad boy in my safe until we are ready. Female, alright, once I'm done with this memory block, we'll head back to the west side until we're ready to go. And there should be a quest associated with it. Not there. Not there. Oh. So it's west side, so we at least know that. Anyways, let's continue on. Getting kind of bored being here. Thanks, Eddie. Thanks a fucking lot. You know, I really wanted the screen to suddenly cut to that particular guy. You wanna do it to whatever's over there? Just minding your own business, hearing music about spurs, jingle jangling, then all of a sudden out of nowhere, a close up of a fucking rat scorpion face. I guess in this case it'll be a botfly or whatever. Point is, Eddie's far shooting can cause a few jump scares in a game that certainly isn't supposed to have them. There's a bunch of enemies over there. Some convicts. Gonna see if I can throw some dynamite at them. Bombs away. I like how explosion didn't even alert them. Alright. New idea. Use our Silence 22 pistol. Do a sneak attack. This thing shoots freaking far. Come on, walk. Oh. Oh, it hit him because it says caution. There we go. Oh, who needs a sniper rifle when you have this? What about this guy way back there? Oh. Or we can level up a bit. Alright, let's put this up to Outpost 53. Might as well put that to 15. And we'll start, screw it. I don't even use survival, put that up to 35. And we'll do the lady killer. Done. It's just as much for role-playing as it is for gameplay. Because you can sort of imagine your character as like a real suave womanizer. Let's see. Usually behind that building. Or on top of it, actually. So you're gonna be real sneaky. Keep a sharp eye. No one's walking around this area here. And there's some ghouls up there, but we don't want to mess with them right now. Here we go. It's a little harder aim with a controller. Oh. Did she really not hear that? We were having a whole shootout right next to her. Oh my god, you actually deserve this. This is just natural selection at this point. Goodbye. He's a gang leader. Wow, some fucking leader you are. Look at this. Exemplary leader right fucking here. Doesn't even hear a shootout. What's going on right next to her. The absolute state of Mojave gangs in whatever fucking year this game takes place in. Amazing, just freaking amazing. What's even the point of this little area back here? It's an advertisement for the Gomorrah, even though that casino's probably post-war, unless they decide just to remake the casinos that already exist. And here's a famous "fuck you" graffiti that's a lot funnier in Fallout 3 than it is here in New Vegas, because it's behind like a master lockpick.
Over here.
Wait, why weren't you being attacked by a mantis nymphs? He's like your pets or something. Can just hardly believe it. Oh, there's part of her. I should probably not be wasting ammo like that. Let's, well, first of all, let's repair these. And then let's see, Cowboy Repeater has a few ammo, but we'll be using the varmint rifle. There's the guns and bullets. Is that a magazine or book? It's a book. Alright, we'll read it. Make our comprehension in guns a lot better. Make those skills higher. It's a bunch of mantis shrimp. not mantis, shrimp, mantis nymphs in that room back here. I like how they're all in jail except for this asshole, ruining what could be a funny joke that these raiders here decided to arrest all of these mantis nymphs. What I put in here? Why am I keep stashing my own money in these different places? And you can actually shoot these guys through the bars, so it's like the easiest win in the whole game. Thanks, Eddie. I'm glad you killed him mere seconds before I used VATS. So, prospector, playing card, bottle caps, purified water, rebound, silenced 22 pistol, What do you say, Eddie? Might want to repair that with my already used silenced 22 pistol. There's a bunch of ants and location over here, which is, I think, a Greyhound racetrack. Guess Greyhound racing hasn't been made illegal in the Fallout world. It's still, I think, legal here in Arizona, which kinda sucks, cause Greyhound racing fucking sucks. They treat those dogs awful. I would know, I've adopted a few Greyhounds. These ants aren't very difficult to kill at all. Keep moving back, they won't even be able to hit you. Could've sworn this was a location. Shoot the leg. Oh, there you go. Now I discovered the location. Saw it pop up just before it disappeared because of the XP gain, or maybe something Eddie did. We'll explore this gas station over here. Poseidon Energy. These are the rat scorpions, a lot worse than bark scorpions. Oh. This is a place where Eddie is especially useful. Especially since they seem to go after him. Ah. Isn't this an interesting guy to find all the way over here? What is he looking for? Here. Died heroically killing these rat scorpions. But alas, the poison they injected into you was too much. That's how you'll be remembered. Where's New Canaan anyway? Who knows, buddy? Can't go in there. Oh, they didn't even completely heal me. Eat a bunch of gecko meat. Alright, star bottle cap. And Mayor Stein's journal. We'll wait until we find part 1 before reading those. I do not have enough lockpick skill for that. Not really a lot here, to be honest. Just that journal, which doesn't even have a companion. Oh well, there's this fighting magazine. Some dirty water if you care to grab it, like I accidentally did. I notice there doesn't seem to be a bathroom in this building, but it might be that room that was boarded up. I've been in some bathrooms that were probably best left boarded up, to be honest. Doesn't look like it.
Hey there. Need anything?
Alright. Like to grab as many of these as we can get. We'll grab these cards. And doesn't seem like you have anything else I want. Let's see what I can sell. Can have this empty bottle. Yeah, you can have this one. I don't use 9mm pistols that much. No, we'll accept this. Head on up. This, for a lot of people, would be the first introduction to the NCR. It's kind of difficult not to notice these two giant statues here, and kind of makes me wonder if they're willing to build these two giant ass statues shaking hands here, why haven't they decided to try to clear out all this crap? You know, grab whatever, oh thanks Eddie, grab whatever bits of scrap metal you can get that might be even a little bit useful, and you could have used it to build those statues. Like, what about these motorcycles here, huh? So not anything in them that could be of value to the NCR? In the year 2271, the Desert Rangers of Nevada and Rangers of the New California Republic met at this spot to sign the Ranger Unification Treaty. Under this treaty, the Desert Rangers agreed to be absorbed into the NCR in exchange for the NCR's protection of Hoover Dam, New Vegas, and southern Nevada against the forces of Kaiser's Legion. No one seemed to care about shooting their statues.
Howdy. Coming from the north? Must be crazy to brave those roads.
What is this place?
Outpost. Mojave Outpost. Watching a lot of nothing feels like a big Brahmin pen for caravans. They've been stopped for a while, waiting for the roads north to clear. Or the clearance papers to go through. Looks like you've walked away, so if you need to shake the dust off, head to the barracks at the bars there. Not much, but better than nothing.
Any work around here?
Nothing I know of. But if you've come from the north, means you can travel freer than most around here. Might check the barracks, someone might need you to hoof it somewhere. Just be careful you go up on the roof. Got a sniper watching the road. If your gear's in need of repair, HQ's also worth checking out. Talk to Major Knight, he can help. Provided you got a pen and plenty of ink.
What are those statues of?
Those two? Represents unification. Mostly good for shade. Won't do much else when the Legion reaches us.
I'll be going now.
Watch yourself. Hey there.
Some Brahmin. You kneel down and unequip your weapon. You can tip the Brahmin. A lot of people don't know about Brahmin tipping, but there you go. It's real fun. It's clearly the highlight of the whole game, actually. Everything else is just backdrop for Brahmin tipping. So over here, gonna pick up 2 quests.
Caravan, citizen, pilgrim, or...
Courier.
Just need something for the logbook. Keeping tabs on traffic throughout the outpost. Although mostly just in, not out these days. If you're looking for the commanding officer, he's in the back. Although, he's got a lot on his plate, so if you speak with him, keep it short. Also, if you need any gear checked, we can get you up and running again. Once you fill out the work orders and sign for the parts, of course.
Anything I can do to help around here?
Help? Oh, well, you could speak to Ranger Jackson. He might have something for you. He sort of runs things around here. Mostly ends up sending reports back west that aren't filled with the best news.
Goodbye.
Sir.
Have these propaganda posters. Hello? NCR Trooper, you bring democracy to this land. The Legion awaits at the gates of hell, and the NCR is gonna send them in. People of New Vegas, this is your friend. He fights for your freedom. Answer Ranger. And this one specifically I know is based off of real world WW2 propaganda.
Hello.
You know, with like Hitler and the atomic bomb and Stalin was our friend. That one. Bloody hell, I'm bad at speaking.
Hello.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Oh, there we go. Our first meme NPC dialogue. We finally hear it. Finally hear those beautiful words. The arrow to the knee meme can suck ass, 'cause that is real meme speak.
Hey.
You can't really take anything here. Let's just talk to
Looks
him.
like we got a new visitor in the old Brahmin pen. Not many people coming here in a hurry, only passing through. And if you're passing through, you picked a bad time. Road north has gone to hell. If I let a caravan through, they won't make it.
Any way I can help?
Help? Now look, I appreciate... you know what? Yes, I could use the help. You look like you can handle yourself. I need to get the caravans moving again. That means clearing a path north. There's too much crawling the asphalt up the road to allow it.
Sounds like a deal.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Come back here when you're done. I might accidentally lose some supplies to pay you with.
Hey.
I have no idea why this quest is titled that. We're just gonna go down and shoot some giant ants.
Looking for trouble?
No, only looking around.
Well, keep those eyes up and turning, or I'll set 'em spinning. Got no time for gawkers, or anyone looking for something I ain't selling.
How about a drink instead?
How about a drink? How about a couple is what you mean. Drinking to forget, and it's only getting me mad instead. Whiskey always gets my temper up, now more than ever. Drinking used to cause all sorts of trouble back west. Before I punched enough people, that is. And they learned to lay low when the whiskey hit.
What are you trying to forget?
Lost my caravan heading north. The driver burned to ash. And they didn't even take the cargo, they just burned that too.
Doesn't sound like raiders.
My guess is Legion. They're trying to cut NCR's supply line, and the Mojave Outpost is proof. Got us locked up tighter than a New Vegas virgin. No caravans in, out, and just try arguing with Jackson about it. Roads aren't safe, he says. No shit, you washed out old fuck-up. I didn't need a Brotherhood scribe to tell me that.
I've met him. Nice impersonation.
Yeah, he's been with NCR so long, all he can see is the worst outcome of everything. So he doesn't do anything. Jackson won't let me head north. It's not safe. And even though my caravan's gone, my caravan papers are keeping me here. So if you came here for work, my advice? Go find the Crimson Caravan branch south of Vegas. They can help you out.
Want to ask you something else.
What's on your mind?
Why are you here at the bar?
Whiskey and me are old friends. Keeps me going when times get rough. Like now. Got me into the caravan business, you know. Had to start transporting water instead of liquor, though. If I hadn't switched over, I'd end my trip with nothing but glass bottles rattling on the back of the Brahmin.
I'll be gone.
You take care now.
I didn't actually intend to pick up that quest, but that's fine. Yeah, just take all the materials you want from these crates outside, just don't do it to anything inside. That makes sense.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. If you don't mind walking a bit. And your eyes are good.
Well, actually I have very low perception stats, but, you know, ask if there's any news from the west.
Kimball's Kimball. Not sure which end is his ass or his head. Caravan families are causing trouble. Big circle getting tense. The usual. Look, you want gossip, go to the bar downstairs and listen to a whole lot of nothing. Me? I gotta keep watch, then fill out the daily log.
What was the job you mentioned before?
Interested now? Alright. I think there's trouble in Nipton. No traffic from there on the roads. And while I can explain that away, the smoke from the town I can't. I'm sure it's been hit. What I need to know is if they survived it. Might be powder gangers with all that smoke in the air. If there's anybody left, they'd be in the Nipton town hall. Go there. Check it out. Let me know what you find.
Alright.
Alright. Look at you. All fired up and ready to go. Wish the others around here had that kind of attitude. Listen, I don't want you getting killed for this. So if you head there and run into trouble, I'm asking for eyes and ears, not your life. Alright?
Alright.
Mind yourself on the plank going down.
Alright, that was a quest I wanted to grab. It's some pretty easy XP, especially since we have fast travel.
Hey there.
But first, gonna do this one. Fast travel to the gas station. We're gonna shoot some ants. Eddie, I specifically stated we will be shooting ants. Not rat scorpions. Good grief. It's like he's not even listening, you know? There we go. There's our targets. I'll just jump in all gung-ho, ready to fight, even though that was a complete accident. Kind of overstepped my jump. Try this plasma pistol. Just die, dude. Alright, running low on ammunition there. I might as well use the 9mm now. It's like the only gun that has any bullets in it these days. Oh. Where'd you come from? Giant just sneaking up on me. Be gone. Oh. Guess that's that, but it still says there's an enemy over here. Whatever it is, it's really far away. On there it is. Oh, it's a bark scorpion that's stuck inside the ground. I think we did a favor, Eddie. Wasn't gonna have much fun staying there. Unfortunately, New Vegas is a really glitchy game. But not Bethesda. Obsidian had like 18 months to develop it, maybe even less, so it's quite remarkable they were able to get everything that they've done completed.
Appreciate the help. Wish I had more work for you, but nothing else on the radar at the moment.
You mentioned a reward before?
No, I mentioned you might accidentally get supplied, and I meant it. Not allowed to contract mercenaries at the outpost. Still, a requisition form or two can get lost, and they're not gonna come check. So here you go, just between us.
The way your cheeks clip into your glasses looks so weird. Makes them look like they have pointed bottoms. And now I'm over encumbered, which is also first. So I'm gonna stop recording and get over to that bar area and sell some stuff.
Going back home.
No, I said New Vegas is a glitchy game that had very little time to actually be developed. And then very briefly I showed you an NPC speaking one voice line, but the text was of a completely different one. Well, guess what happened? The game crashed literally seconds after that. It's actually quite fortunate that out of stupidity I stopped recording after talking to her.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
And now it's literally the opposite. Now it's the long tour, but she's talking about wanting a nuclear winter. So like right about here, the game crashed. This freaking game, I'll tell you what. It just doesn't bode well for Let's Plays, and I don't think I'd be able to speedrun this game given how quickly or easily it crashes. And the weird thing is that like the speedrun rules on speedrun.com specifically state you're not allowed to use mods. And I kind of wonder if that also counts for stability mods to prevent the game from crashing. Because in a lot of ways that kind of like prevents any newcomers from being able to join in. Did you just like punch her in the arm or something? I wonder if there's like an official mod or any sort of allowed mod, because the crashes would just ruin runs in ways that are kind of crappy since it's not based on player skill.
New face in the outpost. Must have come from the north. So, what do you have?
Any work around here?
Work around here? Might check with Jackson in the main building, or Ghost up on the roof above, but watch out. She's kind of a bitch. Don't tell her I said that, though. Might take a bullet some night when I'm going to the latrine.
Why won't you go to the bathroom inside? Let's, just sell some stuff. I'm gonna give her these ant eggs. I'm gonna give her most of these ant meats. Either way, it's a good trade. And we are no longer over encumbered. And just to make things easier, gonna fast travel to the racetrack. Then gonna head over to Nipton. There's some raiders in this building here that we need to be careful of. Oh, they already see me? Really? Through the dust storm even. Not even sure if I'm shooting them. Oh, well, I guess I am. That's nice confirmation. You're really gonna punch me to death. Say goodbye to your penis, or your woman, your vagina. There we freaking go. Alright, let's see what you are. And you are dead. Actually, Eddie, time to start giving you some stuff to hold, so you can have that. You can have the bladed gauntlet. You can have the machine gun. You can have the incinerator. Just take care of all the really heavy stuff, and since these guys don't see me, we're gonna once again use a fun weapon. What's over here? What are we doing? Jacqueline versus Thomas.
Help! You there, please help me! Help! You there, please help me!
What do you need help with?
Help! You there, please help me!
I'd rather not help someone with purple hair.
Thanks for the help. That crazy bitch just attacked me out of nowhere.
I actually never seen her before when playing the game. This is the first time I've had any involvement in the skirmish. Any idea why?
No, none at all. We've been traveling together since I picked her up a few days ago, and she's been friendly this whole time. We'd actually been flirting a little when she suddenly pulled a gun out and began yelling at me to hand my caps over. Now that I think of it, though, she laughed when I threw her my money. I think what she really wanted was my Lucky Charm necklace.
This is what happens when you trust women with mohawks and purple hair. Never works out, mate. Lucky Charm necklace?
Yeah, every once in a while you can find a cap with a blue star on it. They're pretty rare, so I started collecting them. And once I had enough, I made a necklace out of them, since I thought they were lucky. And maybe they are, since you managed to show up at just the right time.
Speech 50. You know, all sorts of nasty people are looking for caps like those. You'd be safer if you got rid of them.
Really? I had no idea. And here I've been carrying them all this time, never knowing how dangerous they were. What do you think I should do with them? Bury them or something?
I can hold on to them for you. I'm not worried about the people that are looking for them.
They're all yours. I sincerely hope they work better for you than they did for me.
Let's get that speech up to 60. Move our lockpick up to 35. And put our guns up to 15. That seems pretty good. I'll be real honest, normally I kill that guy. Anyways, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we're gonna get a few sneak shots on these raiders here. Alright. Make sure to save. I think the person detecting me is the guy I talked to earlier. Alright, there's one more of you over here. Who's detecting me? Seriously, dude? Fuck off. There you are. There we go, easy peasy. Be interesting to see, like, a run where you're always hidden, not allowed to get detected by the enemies. Yeah, I'll grab a few grenades, why not? It's actually a pretty great area here in terms of loot. And still an early area. Where's the guy shot? Over here. There you are. Is a location or anything? Or is it just one of those hidden treasures that you can find? There's a little bit of ammunition, but overall it's not really worth it being over here. Let's head over to Nipton. I might come back here. What? Oh, Eddie probably killed something. Might come back over here and explore over there later when I'm a higher level and can clear out these scorpions easier. Oh hell, it's this guy. Well, I'm having a little celebration there. Look, buddy, I don't want to talk to you, alright? You just mind your own business. Why are you literally faster than me, dude? Go away. Go away, dude. I don't want to speak to you. I want nothing to do with you, dude. Just please leave me alone. Alright, Eddie is keeping him away from me. See, I knew Eddie was the best companion. I wonder how long we could actually do this. Look how he's trying. He's really, really trying. I think he's still gaining speed on me, but... Oh, now the game's glitching. Wonder if we can lead him all the way to the NCR outpost. Oh, Eddie! Eddie! Aww.
Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did! Smell that air! Couldn't you just drink it like booze?
You look like Otto Octavius from the Spider-Man comics. What sort of lottery did you win?
What lottery? The lottery! That's what lottery! Are you stupid? Only lottery that matters! Oh my god, smell that air!
You feeling alright?
Are you kidding me? Never felt better! Yeah!
Just run up to random people to tell them about your big win? Are you a powder ganger?
Powder ganger? What? I mean, yeah, used to be, sure. But not no more. Powder gang is small time, man. I'm a winner! I won the motherfucking lottery!
Alright.
Later. Stop bothering me, Will. I'm out of here!
Yeah. Oh, that goes there.
Fuck off! Win your own fucking lottery!
Oh, you just stay right there. Run, boy. And finally, I won't see that bitch again. Where's the person Eddie killed? And how not only did I miss him, oh, another leader. These guys are certainly a bunch of fucking winners when it comes to the leading department. The Burn Man walks, alright, nice preview to DLC, but not only did I kill all his friends over here, I should stop wasting these. Not only did I kill them, and not notice him, but he didn't notice me. And I was like, you know, hopping around over there trying to go to that plane, fighting scorpions. I was being chased by that asshole down there. Ridiculous. I'm trying to remember if Nipton is a real place or not. Probably not the most friendly representation of your town if it is a real place. Let's talk to this guy.
God damn it! I was nodding off until you barged in here, and I don't hurt when I sleep. Just give me some goddamn medics and fuck off, will ya?
What happened to this town?
The Legion happened. What the fuck's it look like?
How do you survive?
Luck, that's how. I'm just that fucking lucky. You're looking at the second place winner of the Nipton lottery. That asshole Swanick took first place, so him they let walk.
Tell me about the lottery.
It ain't like we came to Nipton to play it. Me and my crew had it worked out to kidnap some NCR troopers who come to town to get laid. Had it all worked out with the scumbag mayor. We were gonna ransom them off, keep their weapons for ourselves, a nice score.
How do your plan go wrong?
We get in position, and next thing we know, we're surrounded by those fucking Legion freaks. They dragged us and everybody else into the center of town. And that asshole with the dog on his head, he starts talking about how we're bad people. He said we needed to be punished for what we did. Not all of us, but some of us. And then he gives everyone a fucking lottery ticket.
What happened after everyone got lottery tickets?
What do you think? He started drawing tickets and that's how people got punished. First up was the lucky losers. They got decapitated. Guess that's lucky cause it's pretty quick. Then came the crucifixions. God damn, but those went on and on and on. Third place runners-up got enslaved. I got the fuck beat out of my legs, and the winner, they let go free.
What happened to the mayor?
Him? When his ticket came up, they burned him alive on a pile of tires.
You said some of the people were enslaved?
Yeah, a bunch of those Legion fucks dragged them off right away. They were headed east, if you're feeling heroic.
I'll do what I can to save them.
Don't act like you'd be doing me a favor. I don't give a fuck.
Why are you still here?
I don't know. I just love it here. What the fuck do you think, asshole? Prize for second place was I got to live. But they beat my fucking legs with hammers. I'm fucking crippled, get it?
I can spare some medics.
And you're a fucking dream come true, ain't you? How much you gonna give me?
Just one.
Big fucking deal. Hand it over.
Now I need this guy alive for a later mission. So as much as I would like to remove his head from his shoulders, we're gonna have to wait on that. But don't worry, he will get what's coming to him for being very, very impolite. Actually, I don't really need sleep, but I could just sleep up here while that guy kind of suffers downstairs and sore of agony. The medics won't last forever. There we go. Feels great. You know, you should really try moving upstairs and sleeping in that bed, because it is fantastic. Just this like burning pile over there, and I'm here scavenging, prospecting houses. Actually, hold on, let me see what the mission is. West booted. Oh, that's over there. We'll be heading over there.
I'm in!
You're still alive? Simple outfit. Yeah, it's as simple as you get. I find kind of funny you can't, like, grab those dynamite sticks off of them. Oh, yeah, I'll try to put it back. Wouldn't want to ruin the Legion's decor, you know, they put a lot of thought into the aesthetics. Gotta make sure everything adheres to the feng shui or whatever. I'll try to remember to turn the Pip-Boy light on, since I know things are really dark on YouTube if they're a little dark in the video game. Have some beer. Find kind of funny that they have just very generic titles for the beers, like whiskey or vodka or whatever. They didn't come up with their own brand of beer, but then again, considering how Bethesda handled Nuka-Cola rum, it's probably for the best. far as I'm concerned, I'm doing them a favor. Oh, we've already been over here. Nothing really over there. And then look at this. This guy's fucking costume. A goddamn furry. My disgust is immeasurable. Oh wow, this guy knew how to party. All this beer here. Must have been where everyone came to for a good drink. Trying to find like a good angle to try to shoot these guys from. Oh, just hide behind the tire here, of course. Of course, how could I be so silly as to not think to hide behind the tire? You'll never believe what happened. It's actually a good thing I'm Yost. Stopping and starting recording so much. See if we can get a clean headshot here.
Don't worry. I won't have you lashed to a cross like the rest of these degenerates. It's useful that you happen by. I want you to witness the fate of the town of Nipton, to memorize every detail. And then, when you move on, I want you to teach everyone you meet the lesson that Caesar's Legion taught here, especially any NCR troops you run across.
What lessons did you teach here?
Where to begin? That they are weak and we are strong? This much was known already. But the depths of their moral sickness, their dissolution, Nipton serves as the perfect object lesson.
I've heard enough.
I think your eyes will see more than I could ever tell you. Take your time. Enjoy the sights.
Nope. Alright, we're gonna head over to the outpost and tell the sniper about what happened here. I'm gonna equip something a little bit more useful than a silenced pistol. Just gonna kick that around here, let me help. I'm already doing everything else around these parts.
You check out the Nipton Town Hall yet? Smoke trail's not getting any shorter.
Nipton was attacked by the Legion.
Legion this far west? You're fucking kidding me. That's not outside the border. They're moving in, and fast. Nipton wasn't the most friendly town, but... Alright, thanks for checking on that. Wish it set my mind at ease. Now I'm more on edge than ever.
Didn't mean to be the bearer of bad news.
Unless you burn the town, don't take blame that's not due. Things are gonna get uglier before the year's out. Well, thanks for hoofing it there and back, even if it was bad news. Wish we could spare the troops to go hunting, but orders are to stay put. Fucking Mojave's going to hell, and all I can do is sit here and watch.
Shouldn't this also give me this one? Where does that need me to go? Yeah. Go back to this one and we'll head on over to Nipton. Now the road ahead is a little bit dangerous because there's some raiders up in the mountains. But before we... Thanks, Eddie. Very cool. But before we attend to them, first I'm gonna check out my items and... let's see, where's the book I picked up? Here we go. Read this. Doesn't really do much for me since I don't do unarmed combat, but might as well lessen the load. They have nothing on them. There's mines in here though, so you do want to be careful. Just remember the trick. Oh, well, can't get in there. There are also wild dogs in here. Killing them doesn't ruin your reputation with the Legion as far as I remember. Because if it did, there'd be a icon saying I gained infamy with the Legion. Oh. There's one there too. That floor is clearly raised a little bit above the actual wooden floor. Anytime it's probably because it's supposed to be like part of this, but the texture or whatever, the asset didn't extend to there. Anytime I see a glitch, I'm gonna stop recording, start recording. I got 1 XP for stepping over a mantis. Here, let me crush this one too. Fucking start farming XP, get all the way to the max level, am I right? This must be where the lottery tickets were drawn. In addition to the game being very buggy, a lot of stuff was actually cut from New Vegas. There's supposed to be like a giant fire gecko. There was originally going to be plans to make House a character you can have sex with, as well as the ability to convince him not to kill off the Brotherhood of Steel. New Vegas was supposed to be a lot larger. Like, if you compare it to some of the concept art of Fallout New Vegas, and what is this one not openable? And what actually exists, it's like, you know, the difference between night and day. But those changes aren't strictly due to Bethesda being greedy assholes, but also due to the limitations of consoles. it would have made like the game too big to be run on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Oh, look at this winner. He's already damaged. I don't even think I shot him. He's already at low health. I think I'll leave him on. Oh, jeez. Didn't see that coming. Some pre-war money. Well, conductors. Oh, that's actually worth quite a bit. I think I will grab it. And I am woozy because I am crippled. Step on a landmine and you can be both the Bloods and the Crips at the same time. Oh. I'll hotkey that to there. There we go, now I'm a happy, healthy boy. Wait. Landmine was right under these people. Didn't take the pistol? Really? Seemed like everyone else had nothing on their bodies, so I was kind of on the assumption the Legionnaires prospected their stuff off of them, but I guess not. Oh, so this is a really big building, despite like not having much in it as far as loot is concerned. I mean, you know, did the Legion really cause that much damage to this place if there was nothing much here to cause damage to? Or maybe the Legion just didn't check very well, which is always a possibility. Here's the mayor's office. I can at least forgive the scattered papers and overturned desks here, because it is sort of the implication that when the Legion came in and started wrangling everyone together, they caused all of this damage. But I don't see how they would be burning these books. It's actually a very nice rug. Earnings clipboard, Mentats, Programmer's Digest, and a big book of science. Finally, a reason to come in here. I'm already a science-oriented character, so nothing wrong with grabbing that and reading it. Lockpick's at 35, and this requires 50. At least with this game, when you level up, you can distribute your skill points into a single place. So I can like just go up to 50 lockpick the next time I level up and come back here if I so choose. Unlike Fallout 4, where your skills are essentially tied to perks, and certain tiers of perks are locked behind levels, so you aren't able to like immediately try to become like a master locksmith who breaks into everything and an expert thief. Ow. Actually, what am I doing? I should probably heal up. Caravan lunch, some cram. Guana bits. Radiation. Oh, this must be the Legionnaires actually that we just saw. Radiation isn't that bad in Fallout New Vegas. I think it lowers your durability or whatever, endurance stat. Yeah, so here's friendly Legionnaires. For now. Oh, here's Vipers. These guys tend to cause me trouble over here. It's actually a very different route than I usually take. 1 XP for the birds. Saw the game stutter the slightest bit, so just to be safe. Let's check out what's over here first. Anything we can make? Make some party time mentats. Alright, might as well. 1. Now leave the rest to the dead. There's probably a Viper gunslinger up there or something. Not much in here, but I guess that makes sense. Any good harvest? Actually, over here there tends to be a little skirmish between the NCR and the Legion. Alright, here's some Legionnaires. The NCR should be approaching. Oh, no, just still Legionnaires. Oh, there's, that's not NCR, that's a bunch of caravanners. Well, we'll, wait here for the event to begin. Battle at the sundown. Or at sundown. You know what I mean. Somehow don't see them yet. Really want to tip that ramen, but I don't think you can tip ramen with packages on them.
Like that.
Eddie, please stop blocking the view. Gonna help him out a little bit. Just kind of body block these guys. occasionally the Legion wins that fight, and occasionally the merchants win it. Yeah, throwing spear if you want. Oh, not done? Now you're done? We cool now? One more guy just hanging out here. Oh, Brightfaller. What are you doing over here, buddy? I'll take those micro-fusion cells since I'm running low on my own and you don't have anything useful. Lame. Let it all end. Quit your whining. Hey guys, I'd like to purchase these slaves, maybe?
The bodies of beggars and cowards fill Nelson's streets now.
Let's see. Go wait on that.
Our way, true to Kaiser.
Let's move you a wee bit over here and out of the way, shall we?
They hardly even know how to fight.
There we go. That was a tough one. Gonna save. Just have to be really quiet, you know? Inch your way forward. I'm gonna level up my sneak to 20. And let's see. You'll do the fortune finder, cause that'll make buying things a lot easier. Especially since I do so much prospecting. Wanna hit the Novac. But I also kinda wanna discover this town here, cause you remember that asshole I let live back in Nipton? Well, that's where... This is where I need to go to do the quest that he's involved with. At least that's what I remember. It's been a while since I played this game, actually.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Alright, this is actually close enough to it that I can start heading up to Novac. Oh, you know, since I killed these guys, I guess there's nothing stopping me from checking out what they have. Yes, stealing from a bunch of known slavers loses karma. That's... Actually, I don't even know why I took the money. I don't even buy anything there. Shitty low area. I'm gonna grab your outfit. Gonna sell it to the NCR. Oh, shootout going on. What's happening, boys? Who against who? Oh, NCR versus Legion. There's that fight I was talking about. Oh, there's Novac. 'Cause there's Dinky the dinosaur. A lot of Legionnaires here. He probably killed that mole rat. And this must be where they're camped out. Yep. This one's for the boys in the NCR. Actually, I can't do it now because someone's approaching. But I would have done it. I'll tell you that. I would have done it. Let's see if I can punch anything to death. Oh, and of course, like, you know, the next enemies upcoming are bloat flies or bot flies, which are kind of difficult to punch to death on account of their ability to fly. But we will punch them all the same. No escaping these fists. I use guns because I almost want it to be fair. Alright, here we go. Come on, mano to mano. There we go, that's what I like to see. Hey! We specifically agreed to fists only. So unless you're putting them up, get out and get down. Out of my way. Don't want to see you here unless you're throwing punches. Fucking beat people up like Saxon hail. Here's Victor. I wonder if there's like a way to avoid him. Like maybe if I can hop on these tires here, but nope.
Howdy, partner. Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit if it ain't my old friend from Good Springs.
What are you doing in Novac?
Don't rightly know. Just got the notion to make my way to New Vegas. Reckon I'll find out when I get there.
You said the men that jumped me were heading this way, right?
No, don't believe I did. But you might ask around. The Novac folk usually see anyone traveling this way.
It's nice to see a friendly face out here.
Likewise, friend, likewise. Is there anything old Vic can do you for?
Could use a bed and some supplies.
Well, this ain't New Vegas, but I reckon you can find what you need here. Try the office out front.
Goodbye.
Be seeing you.
No one here. So I'll just take a quick peek. See what's going on. Oh, bill of sale. That's quite interesting. What is it? We, the representatives of the Council Officitorum, have this day bargained and purchased from Jenny Mae Crawford of the Township of Novac the exclusive rights to ownership and sale of the slave Carla Boone for the sum of 1,000 bottle caps, and those of her unborn child for the sum of 500 bottle caps. The receipt whereof is hereby acknowledged. We warrant the slave and her young to be sound, healthy, and slaves for life. We covenant with the said Jenny Mae Crawford that we have full power to bargain and sell said slave and her offspring. Payment of an additional 500 bottle caps will be due pending successful menstruation. Oh, fucking hell. Maturation of the fetus. That's a bit of a bad time to have a small bout of dyslexia or some shit. The claim to which shall be guaranteed by possession of this document. Well, that's no good at all. Someone's actually conspiring with Kaiser's Legion? Selling people and their children?
Hey there. Hey there. Need anything?
It's just bloody brutal. Sell these cigarettes. Might as well sell one of these. You can have a few dynamite. See, what does this one use? This does 22 LDR. Do you happen to have that? Yes, I'll take it all. And you can have the switchblade, I don't need that. Have some gecko meat. Have a healing powder. Have one Nuka-Cola. Good trade. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just really want a bunch of these rocket ships. Just can't figure it out.
God damn it. Don't sneak up on me like that. What do you want?
You were facing me, dude. I heard there was a sniper nest up here, even though I didn't.
I think you better leave.
Just making friendly conversation.
I don't have friends here.
Well, I'm not from here.
No. No, you're not, are you? Maybe you shouldn't go. Not just yet.
Why is that?
I need someone I can trust. You're a stranger. That's a start.
Have you noticed that your head is just ever so slightly separated from your shirt collar? What do you want me to do?
I want you to find something out for me. I don't know if there's anything to find, but I need someone to try. My wife was taken from our home by Legion slavers one night while I was on watch. They knew when to come and what route to take, and they only took Carla. Someone set it up. I don't know who.
You're trying to track down your wife?
My wife's dead. I want the son of a bitch who sold her.
What do I do if I find this person?
Bring him out in front of the nest here while I'm on duty. I work nights. I'll give you my NCR beret to put on. It'll be our signal, so I know you're standing with him. And I'll take care of the rest. I need to do this myself.
Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Good. I'll make it worth your while. And one more thing. We shouldn't speak again. Not until it's over. No one in town knows that I know what happened to my wife. Best they never know. Or the Legion will be after me next.
How do you know your wife is dead?
I know, alright. That's all you need to know.
Alright.
Yeah.
It seems that my tendency to poke around in areas, prospect areas, has come in handy. Now we need to find a particular NPC. There you are.
Well, welcome to you. You look tired from the road. Why don't you relax a spell? Let this fine town take care of you.
What can you tell me about Boone's wife?
How should I put it? I guess you could say she was kinda like a cactus flower. Real pretty to look at, but there was just no getting close to her. She never did take to living here. She liked the big lights and fast living of New Vegas. I got the feeling she was trying to get Boone to leave with her, but I guess she got tired of waiting.
What's wrong with Boone?
Nothing that wouldn't be wrong with any man who loses a wife, I suppose. Poor dear. I know he thinks she was kidnapped, but I'm not so sure she didn't just run off on her own. You could tell she was thinking about it ever since they arrived.
So not only is she lying, but apparently people do know that Boone knows, or at least to a degree. Looking for a man in a checkered coat. Have you seen anyone like that?
Well, he might have been wearing a fancy outfit, but he wasn't any kind of gentleman to me. Had his nose stuck so high in the air you couldn't see it above the clouds. City folk. They always think they deserve better than what they got. Those hoodlums he was with seemed to know Manny for some reason. He's our daytime sniper, up in the dinosaur's mouth.
Come with me, there's something you should see in front of the dinosaur.
Okay, if that's what you think.
She's just so accepting of it, it's not even like a speech check. She actually walks fairly fast for an NPC. Not fast enough. Move it. Literally the exact moment I started recording again. Hey Victor, did you see all that?
Howdy, partner.
That's it then. How did you know?
I found the bill of sale.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised. It'd be like them to keep paperwork. Here. This is all I can give. I think our dealings are done here.
What will you do after this?
I don't know. I won't be staying, I know that. Don't see much point in anything right now, except hunting legionaries. Maybe I'll wander. Like you.
Come with me, let's go after the Legion.
You don't want to do that.
I thought snipers worked in teams.
Yeah. Working on your own, you're a lot less effective. I've been there and paid for it. But this isn't gonna end well. Fine. Let's get out of here.
Fun fact, Boone has a very low intelligence stat, making him effectively retarded. It's like an intelligence stat of 2 or something.
Hey there. If you want to buy...
We're not in your shop, dude.
Hey, we haven't met yet. You must be new in town. I'm Andy.
You have a cool outfit. Did you do something to your leg?
Yeah, twice. Actually, the first time it was more like half my body. Knocked me out of the Rangers. This time, it's mostly just reminded me how useless I've gotten.
What happened?
A few years back, we get a tip that some Legion slavers were holed up in this burnt-out house a few clicks from where we were stationed. We get there and it's deserted. No sign anyone's been there. I mean, nothing. As we're leaving, I hear something behind me. I turn around and there's this kid, just skin and bone, and he's looking up at us and he's scared half to death. Been hiding in a closet.
What did you do?
I go to grab him out of there and I notice he's holding something in his hand. Something metal. He shuts himself back in the closet. That's when I see the grenade he's left by my feet. They do it a lot, the Legion, using kids. They know we'll hesitate. Anyway, that was the first time. Second time, I fell down those stairs in front of the motel. Just in case I got to thinking I'd put it all behind me.
Your body is injured, not your mind. You're kidding yourself if you think you're useless.
People don't exactly line up to find out what's in my head. Can't remember the last time someone suggested I knew something worth knowing. You know, maybe there's something I can do for you. Since you've gone to all the trouble of flattering a crippled old soldier, there's a move we have in the Rangers for knocking an opponent off his feet. Saved my butt a bunch of times, maybe it will for you too. Let me show you how it's done.
New unarmed technique, Ranger Takedown. You learn the Ranger Takedown, a special move. To use this technique, initiate a power attack while moving backwards. You'll drop your opponent to the ground. You made the right choice, putting us up and keeping it quiet. This weasel Benny's been twitching since we stole that package from his boss, making me nervous as hell. But when I found out we'd be passing through on our way to Boulder City, I was sure we could count on you. Let the other cons say that what they want. I know where your loyalty is. One day you'll remember where you belong. Your brothers and sisters will welcome you back like you never left. You know where to find us. McMurphy.
What's going on, man?
Who are you?
I'm Manny. I'm on security detail here. You see a rifle barrel sticking out of the dinosaur's mouth, you got a 50-50 shot it's me. Otherwise, it's Boone.
Who's Boone?
Boone's a sniper, same as me. Used to spot for him when we were enlisted with the NCR. After we got out, I talked him into settling down here. So, here we are. I'd introduce you, but, we're not so friendly right now.
Why are you on bad terms with Boone?
Me and his wife, we didn't see eye to eye on some things. We had some pretty big arguments. One day, she turns up missing, and he hasn't said a word to me since.
What did you and Boone's wife argue about?
Man, you name it. See, I grew up in North Vegas. Me and my cousins, we were some bad seeds. Got in with a gang, I loved it. Then something happened, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So, I enlisted, earned my future, brought down my best friend to share that future with me. And here was this woman, who was too good for it, trying to take him away. So yeah, I didn't see eye to eye with the bitch.
So you were in a gang? Were they tough?
Were they tough? I was in the cons, man. It doesn't get any badder.
What was your tour with the NCR like?
Oh, it was great. I wouldn't trade it. Something about that lifestyle, the discipline, seeing new places, making people safe. What's not to like?
So why'd you leave?
Well, I just felt like it was time, you know? Wanted to have a home. Plus, I was up at Camp Golf when Bitter Springs went down. I faked like I was sick to get out of going because I knew some of the people there. But when everybody came back, nobody would tell me what happened, and people would call us murderers sometimes when we showed up to secure towns.
What did happen at Bitter Springs?
I still don't know exactly. Just that a lot of people died who didn't want to be a part of the fighting at all. I don't blame anybody for it. There's so much chaos when you're fighting. You're lucky not to shoot your own guys. But it did take something out of it for me. This wasn't the same. So when it came time to re-enlist, I just took my papers and walked.
What do you protect your town from?
You name it. Anything that comes within 1,000 yards that looks like trouble. Lately we've been getting ghouls, coming from the road to Repcon out to the west. Quite a few last couple days. The big threat is the Legion coming from the east. If they decide to attack with a full force, they'll run us over. But so far we've been lucky.
Bye.
Yeah, see ya.
This is like Jenny May's house. Why would I lose karma stealing from an old woman who sells pregnant ladies to a bunch of slavers? She's not even alive. And I can't even unlock that. Why would she even lock her fridge? Hey guys.
What can I do for you?
Between you and me, I don't think she studied at an accredited institution.
You know, all those accredited institutions in the wasteland.
She hasn't paid me anything yet. Should I be worried?
Yeah, I probably should be.
Hey there. You're from out of town, ain't you? Name's Dusty.
What do you do here in Novac?
Oh, I tend to my ranch. That's about it. Alice will tell you, I don't get out a whole lot.
How's business?
You must mean what's left of it. Somebody's been attacking our animals at night. We're down to less than half of what we had a few weeks back.
Tell me what you know about the attacks.
Every night around midnight, Alice and I wake up to some crazy hollering and gunshots. You'd think the world was ending all over again. But it's just one animal each night. They don't take it or carve it up or nothing. Just leave it there, all full of holes.
I'll see if I can catch whoever's responsible.
We'd be grateful, especially if you find them before they get my whole stock. But don't go getting yourself killed over it. Alice and I'll find a way to make do. Always have.
Did you get a look at the attackers?
Beg your pardon, mister, but them two-headed beeves ain't worth getting shot over. Not to mention what would happen if half of what Novac says is true. Best we can hope is that whoever's doing this will move on or get tired of it. I just hope it happens while we still got animals left. Whoever it is, I don't think they're from around town. Seems like they've taken to shooting from the west side.
Look who's here. What brings you here?
What can you tell me about the attacks on your ranch?
Wow, that's the strangest thing. Last time it happened, I could swear I heard someone cry out for help. Sounded like a big fella. But when we finally got up the gumption to go look outside, all we found was our cattle. And I know what they sound like when they get upset. I can't imagine what went on. Dusty can probably tell you more about it.
Dusty McBride wants you to look into the nightly shootings of his livestock, which he says tend to occur around midnight. Being at the Brahmin pen at the time would seem to be the best way to catch the culprit. There it is. I don't think I've ever completed that quest. All this.
Look who's...
Find anything?
No one is going to attack your corral from now on.
Well, I don't know how you've done it, but I do know how I can thank you. Please take this, compliments of Alice and myself. And help yourself to anything in that freezer over yonder. We got more steaks in there than we'd be able to eat in a year.
Goodbye.
So long.
Here.
Careful. They got spies all over. Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before, but I didn't say nothing. And I don't aim to now, by gum.
I'll mean no harm.
We'll just see about that. You come any closer and I'm liable to stick you with my sticking knife. Old Sticky's feeling mighty ornery this day.
We can talk from this distance.
You sure now? It's kind of hard to hear you.
You said you would stab me with that dirty knife.
Okay, just speak up a little. But not so much that they hear you. They got people everywhere, always listening.
Has anyone been acting strange lately?
I don't trust a man that doesn't have something strange going on about him, because it means he's hiding it from you. If a man's wearing his pants on his head, or if he says his words backwards from time to time, you know it's all laid out there for you. But if he's friendly to strangers and keeps his home spick and span, more often than not he's done something even his own ma couldn't forgive.
Why do you call you No Bark?
'Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say has got bite, 'cause it's the truth. Them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rat scorpion stings that done pierced my skull. I know what I seen.
What's been going on in town?
There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral. Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death. And always there's holes all over the body. Work of the chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says Novac. But they don't pay no mind. too many holes, they say, and there's bullets in them. Well, says Novac, we got a chupacabra with an automatic weapon. And that's when they get real quiet, because now they see the predicament we're in.
What else do you know about the deaths at the corral?
I come face to face with the chupacabra himself one night, whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell anyways, since when he come up to me he was invisible. Had himself a blunderbuss, what would rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a backpack. Never seen nothing like it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too. Only more invisible than the other one.
Anything interesting happening in the area?
Folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory. Sensationalist hooey, cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing phantoms of their own imagining.
So what do you think is actually at the factory?
Ghosts. Commie ghosts who don't know they're dead. Hoping to steal our rockets so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one of them disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a commie ghost and so forth.
You know, all things considered, this is probably one of the few people alive who know who Lenin was.
If anyone asks, we never spoke.
Like, House would know who Lenin was. I'm pretty sure the Brotherhood of Steel might have come across archives that mention Lenin. People at the Mormon fort know who Lenin was. Anyways, I want to see what's in that box in particular. The game won't let me. I mean, I would assume Lenin was mentioned quite a bit because of the whole, like, war against the communist thing going on before everything exploded. I mean, it certainly wouldn't have been mentioned in a very positive light, but you certainly should have come up at some point.
Between you and me, I don't think she studied at an accredited institution.
Alright, doesn't look like there's anything else here. So, next episode... most of what is recorded here is a mess of incomprehensible psychotic gibberish. It seems to express a general frustration toward a set of Brahmin who are allegedly keeping the author awake at night by screaming inside his head whenever he closes his eyes. So next episode we'll head off to Repcon and do the quest Come Fly With Me, which in my opinion is one of the better quests in Fallout New Vegas. But until that day comes, I hope you enjoyed the video, that I gave you something to think about, and otherwise entertained you. Take care.